The encrypted transmission was brief. Almost missed. Skywalker. Tatooine. Protection protocol maintained. Darth Vader stood on the bridge of his Star Destroyer, the message replaying in his mind. Skywalker. His name. The name he'd abandoned when he became Vader. "My lord," Admiral Pyatt said cautiously. "Should we investigate?" Vader's breathing echoed through the bridge. "Prepare my shuttle. I'm going alone." Tatooine. The desert prison of his childhood. The planet he swore never to return to. But if there was even a chance, he landed in the Dune Sea, far from settlements. Using the Force, he reached out, searching for the presence the transmission hinted at. And he found it. A boy, 5 years old, powerful in the Force, living with Owen and Beru Lars, his stepbrother and sister-in-law. Vader approached the moisture farm at dusk. Through the Force, he observed. The child was outside, playing with a toy skyhopper. Blonde hair, blue eyes, unmistakable. His son. The realization hit Vader like a physical blow. Palpatine had told him Padme died, taking their child with her. But the Emperor had lied. His child, his son, lived. Owen Lars spotted Vader approaching, and immediately moved to shield the boy. "Get inside, Luke." Luke. Even the name Padme had chosen. "You will not take him," Owen said, though fear shook his voice. "We've raised him. Protected him." Vader's hand didn't move to his lightsaber. He simply stood there, watching the child disappear into the homestead. But through the Force, something else called to him. Another presence. Far away on Alderaan. Equally powerful. A mirror of the boy. Twins. Padme had been carrying twins. And someone, Kenobi probably, had separated them. Hidden them on opposite sides of the galaxy. Vader's mechanical fists clenched. His master had lied to him. Told him his family was dead. Kept him broken and obedient by making him believe he'd lost everything. But he hadn't lost everything. His children lived. And they were strong in the Force. Strong enough to be trained. Strong enough to stand beside him. Strong enough to help him overthrow Palpatine. "You have one day," Vader told Owen, his voice carrying the weight of inevitability. "Say goodbye to the boy. Tomorrow, I return for my son." He turned toward his shuttle, already planning his next move. Alderaan. Senator Organa. His daughter. The twins would be reunited. And the galaxy would tremble. The extraction from Tatooine was simple. Owen and Beru couldn't stop him. They wept as Vader carried 5-year-old Luke to his shuttle, the boy crying and reaching back for the only parents he'd ever known. "It's all right," Vader said, his mechanical voice trying and failing to sound comforting. "You're with your father now." "You're not my father," Luke screamed. "You're a monster." The words cut deeper than any lightsaber. Alderaan was more complicated. Senator Bail Organa stood in his palace, holding 5-year-old Leia protectively. "You have no right," Bail said. "Leia is my daughter. Legally adopted. Protected by Alderaanian law." "Imperial law supersedes planetary law," Vader replied coldly. "And she is a Skywalker. She comes with me." When Bail refused to surrender her, Vader simply used the Force. Leia floated from Bail's arms, her small hands reaching back desperately as she cried. "Papa! Papa, help me!" Bail tried to run after her, but stormtroopers blocked his path. Vader carried the sobbing child to his shuttle, her tiny fists pounding uselessly against his armor. He brought them to Fortress Vader on Mustafar, a stronghold he'd built on the planet where Anakin Skywalker had died. The facility was equipped with training rooms, living quarters, and everything needed to raise Force-sensitive children. The twins were placed in adjacent rooms. Through the wall, they could hear each other crying. Vader stood between their rooms, listening. His children, his legacy, all that remained of Padme. But they feared him, hated him, saw only the mask, not the father beneath. He entered Luke's room. The boy pressed himself into the corner, terrified. "I will not harm you," Vader said, kneeling to seem less threatening. "I am your father. Your mother was Padme Amidala. We loved each other, and we made you." "Mommy's dead," Luke whispered. "Uncle Owen told me." "Yes. She died bringing you into this galaxy. But you and your sister are all I have left of her. I will protect you, train you, make you strong. I want to go home. This is your home now." In the adjacent room, Leia had stopped crying. Through the Force, Vader felt her. Not frightened like Luke. Angry. Defiant. Already stronger than her brother in some ways. His daughter had Padme's fire, and that would make her dangerous. You discovered your children, Emperor Palpatine's hologram said, his voice dripping with false sympathy. How unexpected. Vader knelt in his meditation chamber, the blue hologram of his master flickering before him. Yes, my master. They are strong in the Force. I will train them to serve the Empire. Palpatine's smile was cold. No, Lord Vader. You will eliminate them. Vader's breathing stopped for a moment. Master? 2 Force-sensitive Skywalker children represent an unacceptable threat. They could become powerful enough to challenge us. Or worse, you might choose them over your loyalty to me. The Emperor's yellow eyes narrowed. Kill them. Prove your devotion to the dark side. Every instinct screamed at Vader to obey. 20 years of conditioning. 20 years of breaking himself against Palpatine's will. But these were his children. All that remained of Padme. No. The word hung in the air like a death sentence. Palpatine's expression didn't change, but the temperature in the room dropped. What did you say? I will not kill my children. Vader's mechanical hands clenched. They are the future of the Sith. With proper training, they can help us rule the galaxy. Destroy the remaining Jedi. Crush all rebellion. Or they can destroy you, Palpatine hissed, and replace you at my side. Is that what you want, apprentice? To be discarded for younger, stronger versions of yourself? I want my family. The confession was raw, honest. More emotion than Vader had shown in 2 decades. Palpatine's hologram flickered with rage. Then you are weak. The children make you weak. I should have told you the truth from the beginning. Padme Amidala's pregnancy was always a liability. Love is a chain that binds you to failure. Then I choose my chains over your empire. Treason. Palpatine's voice was ice. You have 1 week, Lord Vader. Kill the children and return to my service. Or I will send my inquisitors to eliminate all 3 of you. The hologram vanished. Vader stood alone in the darkness. His master had given him an ultimatum. His children or his place in the Empire. For the first time since becoming Vader, the choice was obvious. He would protect Luke and Leia, even if it meant destroying the Emperor himself. But to do that, he'd need to make his children powerful enough to survive what was coming. Training would begin immediately. The training began at dawn. 6-year-old Luke and Leia stood in Fortress Vader's training hall, exhausted and terrified. They'd been here for months now, slowly adapting to their new reality. Again, Vader commanded, his voice echoing through the chamber. Luke raised his small hand, trying to move the training droid with the Force. It trembled, lifted slightly, fell. Pathetic. Vader's disappointment was crushing. Your fear makes you weak. Feel your anger. Use it. I'm trying. Luke's voice broke. Leia stepped forward. Let me. She glared at the droid, her hand extended. The machine didn't just lift, it crushed. Metal crumpled. Circuits sparked. The droid collapsed in a twisted heap. Vader's breathing quickened with satisfaction. Good. Your sister understands. Power comes from emotion. Anger. Passion. The Jedi lied when they said these things were weakness. The Jedi? Luke asked. The old order that tried to kill me and your mother. They're gone now. But their teachings still poison the galaxy. You must be stronger than they ever were. Over the following years, the training intensified. Lightsaber combat, Force techniques, battle meditation. Vader pushed them relentlessly, never explaining why. But through the Force, the twins felt his urgency, his fear. Something was coming. Why are we learning this? 9-year-old Luke asked one night after a brutal session. You keep saying we need to be strong. Strong for what? Vader was silent for a long moment. Finally, the Emperor wants you dead. He sees you as threats. Replacements for me. The twins froze. But you're not ready to face him yet, Vader continued. He's the most powerful Sith Lord in history. To survive him, you must become weapons. Perfect. Unbreakable. Only then can we stand against him. You want us to help you kill the Emperor? Leia asked, her voice small but steady. I want us to survive as a family. The only way to do that is to remove the threat. Luke's face showed horror. Leia's showed calculation. How long do we have? Leia asked. Years. Maybe a decade. He's waiting to see if you'll become powerful enough to be useful, or dangerous enough to eliminate. Then we train harder, Leia said with determination. We get stronger, and when the time comes, we fight together. Vader looked at his daughter, so much like Padme in spirit, but shaped by darkness. Yes, together. But he didn't tell them the full truth. That with each lesson, each embrace of anger and power, they were losing themselves to the dark side. Just like he had. The twins were 12 when the rift became undeniable. In the training hall, Leia moved like a predator. Her red lightsaber, a gift from Vader, spun in precise, aggressive arcs. She faced 3 combat droids simultaneously, destroying them with elegant brutality. Excellent, Vader praised. Your control improves daily. Soon you'll be ready for real opponents. Leia smiled, the expression cold and satisfied. Her eyes held a yellow tint now. The dark side's mark. Luke watched from the sidelines, his own blue lightsaber. He'd refused to bleed the crystal red, hanging unused at his belt. His training sessions were just as intense, but he fought them. Resisted the anger Vader constantly demanded. Your turn, Luke, Vader commanded. Luke stepped forward reluctantly. 3 fresh droids activated, weapons ready. He ignited his blade, but his strikes were defensive. Controlled. He disabled the droids without destroying them. Insufficient. Vader's disappointment was palpable. You hold back. You fight like a Jedi. Maybe that's not a bad thing, Luke muttered. Leia laughed. You're weak, brother. Father's trying to save us, and you're too scared to embrace the power that could keep us alive. I'm not scared. I just don't want to become a monster. Then you'll die a coward. The argument escalated. It always did lately. Leia had thrown herself into the dark side completely, seeing it as strength. Luke felt it corrupting him every time he tapped into it, like poison in his veins. That's enough, Vader interrupted. Leia, continue your training. Luke, come with me. In Vader's private chamber, father and son faced each other. You disappoint me, Vader said. Your sister has half your potential but twice your will to survive. She's losing herself, Luke protested. Can't you see it? The anger. The cruelty. She's becoming just like, he stopped. Like me, Vader finished. Yes, and that will keep her alive when Palpatine comes for us. Is that what happened to you? You chose power over everything else, and it destroyed you. Vader's breathing was the only sound for several heartbeats. It saved me, he finally said. When your mother died, the dark side was all I had left. It gave me purpose, strength. You think it's corruption. I call it survival. Then maybe I don't want to survive like that. Luke left the chamber. Behind him, Vader stood alone, realizing he might be losing his son. Just like he'd lost Padme. But this time, he didn't know how to stop it. Too late it may be, Yoda said, his ancient voice heavy with regret. Lost to darkness, young Leia already is. Obi-Wan stood in their hidden ship, watching holographic surveillance of Fortress Vader. He'd been monitoring the twins for 7 years through spy droids and force visions. Watching them grow. Watching them train. Watching them fall. But Luke still resists, Obi-Wan said. I feel it through the Force. He's fighting the darkness with everything he has. We can save him, Master. We have to try. Dangerous this is. Vader will sense us. Kill us he may. Then we die trying. But I won't abandon Anakin's children again. I failed their father. I won't fail them. They infiltrated Mustafar during a training session. Using the Force to mask their presence, they made their way deep into the fortress. Obi-Wan had memorized the layout from surveillance. Luke's quarters were on the east wing. They found him alone meditating. 12 years old, but the weight on his shoulders made him seem older. Luke, Obi-Wan said softly, revealing himself. Luke's eyes snapped open. His hand went to his lightsaber. Who are you? How did you get in here? My name is Obi-Wan Kenobi. I was your father's master. His friend. Before he fell to the dark side. Luke's eyes widened. Master Yoda? The ancient Jedi Master stepped forward from the shadows. Come to help you, we have. To show you another path. The light side. The way of the Jedi. The Jedi are extinct, Luke said, but his voice wavered. Father said they were liars. Traitors. Your father is the liar, Obi-Wan said gently. He's training you to be a weapon against the Emperor. But in doing so, he's destroying the boy you should have been. The light I still sense in you. Luke's hand trembled. I can't just leave. Leia is here. And Father, despite everything, he's trying to protect us. By turning you into monsters?. ... Obi-Wan stepped closer. Luke, I knew your mother, Padme Amidala. She was kind, compassionate, everything the dark side isn't. She would weep to see what Vader is making you become. Something broke in Luke's expression. Tears formed. But before he could respond, the door exploded inward. Leia stood there, red lightsaber ignited, her eyes yellow and blazing with fury. "Get away from my brother," she snarled at the Jedi. And behind her, Darth Vader's shadow filled the hallway. They'd walked straight into a trap. "This is your rescue?" Vader's mechanical voice dripped with contempt. "You sneak into my fortress, attempt to poison my son's mind, and expect to leave alive?" Obi-Wan and Yoda stood back to back, lightsabers ignited. Blue and green blades hummed against red. "We came for the truth, Anakin," Obi-Wan said. "Something you've denied your children for 7 years." "I am not Anakin," Vader roared. "What truth?" Luke asked, looking between the combatants. "What is he talking about?" Leia's blade didn't waver from Obi-Wan's throat. "It doesn't matter. They're Jedi. Enemies of the Empire. We kill them and move on." "Your mother," Obi-Wan said quickly, sensing his time was running out. "Padme Amidala. Do you know how she really died?" Vader's breathing intensified. "Kenobi. She died of a broken heart," Obi-Wan shouted. "After your father fell to the dark side. After he slaughtered younglings in the Jedi Temple. After he force-choked her on Mustafar because she begged him to stop his rampage. The medical droids said she lost the will to live. Your father's darkness killed her." Luke's face went pale. Leia's blade wavered. "Lies," Vader said, but his voice lacked conviction. "Truth it is," Yoda added sadly. "Loved Padme, Anakin did, but destroyed her with his fear and anger. The dark side consumes what we love most." "Father?" Luke's voice was small. "Is that true? Did you kill Mother?" The silence was deafening. Even Vader's breathing seemed to stop. "I tried to save her," Vader finally said. "The Jedi were going to destroy everything. I needed power to protect her. To protect our family. But she didn't understand. She turned against me. And yes, in my rage He couldn't finish. Leia's lightsaber deactivated. She stared at Vader, her yellow eyes wide with horror and betrayal. "You killed our mother," she whispered. "Everything you taught us. About strength. About power. About protecting family. And you killed her. I was trying to save her." Vader's voice broke, the mechanical filter unable to hide his anguish. "You became a monster to save her," Luke said, tears streaming down his face. "And the monster killed her anyway. And now you're trying to make us into monsters too." Vader reached toward his children. "I am protecting you. From Palpatine. From the galaxy. Everything I do is to keep you alive." "No," Leia said, her voice cold and final. "Everything you do is to ease your own guilt. We're not your children. We're your penance." She reignited her lightsaber. But this time, it wasn't pointed at Obi-Wan. It was pointed at Vader. The standoff in Fortress Vader's corridor froze everyone in place. Leia's red blade pointed at her father. Vader stood motionless, unwilling to defend himself against his own daughter. Obi-Wan and Yoda held their positions, ready to protect the twins if needed. Luke stood in the center, torn between every loyalty he'd ever known. "Lower your weapon, Leia," Vader said quietly. "Please." "Why?" Her voice shook with rage and grief. "So you can keep lying to us? Keep turning us into copies of the man who murdered our mother? I'm trying to keep you alive, by making us into killers." "Leia Sholte, I've embraced the dark side, channeled my anger, become exactly what you wanted. And for what? To serve a father who destroyed his family trying to save it." Luke stepped forward. "Leia, wait. He's still our father. He's a monster. And so am I. That's what you've been trying to tell me for years, isn't it?" She looked at her brother. "You were right. I can feel it now. The darkness isn't strength. It's poison. And it's been eating us alive." Vader's mechanical hands clenched. "The Emperor will come for you. Without power, without the dark side, you cannot survive him." "Then we'll find another way," Luke said. He turned to Obi-Wan. "You said there's a light side. A Jedi way. Can you teach us?" "Too old for traditional training, you are," Yoda said. "But possible learning still is. If choose the light, you do. If release your anger and fear." "I can release the anger," Luke said. "But the fear? Father's right about one thing. Palpatine will come for us. We need to be ready." "Then we train you both," Obi-Wan said. "In balance. light side techniques, but practical enough to survive. Leia looked at Vader. What about him? All eyes turned to the Dark Lord. Come with us, Anakin, Obi-Wan said softly. Help us train your children the right way. There's still good in you. I know it. Vader's breathing was the only sound for several heartbeats. I cannot go back, he finally said. The light side is closed to me. But, he looked at his children. You don't have to walk my path. If the Jedi can offer you something better than what I've given you, then go. Learn. Survive. And you? Luke asked. I will deal with the Emperor alone. When he comes for you, I'll be the shield between him and you. It's the only redemption left to me. Luke and Leia looked at each other. Through their twin bond in the Force, they shared a silent conversation. Finally, together, they deactivated their lightsabers. We're leaving with them, Leia said. But not because we hate you. Because we want to become something better than what you made us. And maybe, Luke added, we can figure out a way to save you too. Vader watched as his children followed the Jedi Masters from his fortress. Watched as they chose a path he could never walk again. But for the first time in 20 years, he felt something other than rage and grief. He felt pride. His children were stronger than him. Not because they'd embraced darkness, but because they'd found the strength to walk away from it. The Emperor would come eventually, and when he did, Vader would be ready. Not to serve him, but to destroy him. For his children's future. And maybe, just maybe, for Padme's memory.